Great day in the morning. Welcome to another one of Wally's weekend drives, man. I'll tell you, the weather has broken. The hot summertime has left us in the rearview mirror, I hope. Kind of like all the traffic. If you're driving this 2022 Dodge Charger SCAT Pack Widebody Hemi Orange, and where else would I go but Larry H. Miller Dodge and Ram right out here, talking to Charlie here. Charlie's the general sales manager. Now, Charlie, first thing I gotta say is, God bless Dodge, man. I mean, they're still out there making horsepower. We like to talk miles per gallon. I say smiles per gallon, and this thing is through the roof.
Yep, the faster you go, the easier it is, right?
Yes, exactly. With that wide body and those wide tires on it, that's definitely true for sure. But let's start out and talk a little bit about the front end of this thing here, because the first thing you see, definitely aggressive, nice spoiler and air package built in down here. HID headlights right here, multi-function, and if you look right here, you'll see a hood scoop that's actually functional for letting air in to cool that motor down. Now, this is the orange edition. The reason we have this little 426 Hemi model right up here, the engines back in 1969 when these things were popular was orange, and they've gone ahead and done the throwback for this. So you're gonna see an orange theme all the way through this, from the SCAT Pack right here to the brake calipers on the side. And as we walk around here, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the wheels, right, to start with. 20-inch diameter, 11 inches wide. These things are like a steamroller. And if you look inside there, orange Brembo brake calipers, 6-piston calipers to haul this thing down from speed. Now, one thing that you notice right here on the side says 392. So in today's day, we like to call it a 6.4 liter, but this is 392 cubic inches of Hemi right here. And like I said, back in the day, they were 426s, but before the 426, they used to build a 392. So that's kind of like back in my day. Okay, hey, if you look inside here, one thing that we really like is the fact that Dodge makes a really great interior, good sport seats on that. Now, Charlie, you know, over the years, you've had a chance to drive these, I'm certain. What do you like most about these?
I'll be honest, I like the heated and ventilated seats in this one.
Oh, right.
I mean, we live in Arizona where, you know, I've always been told there's two seasons. There's hot summer and cold summer.
Right.
Right, so you got the heated seat, you know, for this time of year when it's cold.
Right, below 80.
Yeah, and occasionally it might hit 60. And then, you know, anything above that, you got the cooled seats, which is just, you know, by far perfect.
Right. And you know, one thing I found out about that, a lot of the seats, you know, especially the ventilated seats, you don't really feel it that good. These actually work. I mean, you can feel it, and that's a big thing, because I've tested other cars that you turn them on and you can't even tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about the infotainment system in there. First of all, Harman Kardon in there with a green edge amp and speakers. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing rocks. The only thing that's better than that is the exhaust note coming out of the back end.
Oh yeah, you feel like you're in a concert.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Now, when you go in there, you've got your track mode, you've got a whole bunch of gauges, you've got timing, you've got launch control, you've got everything. This is like a gentleman's hot rod, is what I like to say. You know, the only thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see it probably maybe come with nitrous. You know, everybody always needs an extra 100 horsepower. That's right, extra 100 horsepower. Now, one thing that you want to see right here, it does have a quick fill gas cap. You know, meaning there is no gas cap. You just stick it in right there. Because one thing, if you buy this, you know, at 18 miles per gallon, and if you got a heavy foot, like I said, I'm trying at 18. Oh, yeah. I could easily go through a tank of gas a day in this, and just the fun factor alone.
You could. In fact, this is probably one of the best drives if you're ever going back up the Flagstaff, taking, you know, the switchbach from Sedona up on the 89A.
Oh man, yeah,
that's one of my favorite drives in doing something like this.
Yes. Well, again, it comes down to those 11-inch wide wheels and those big Pirelli P0 tires that they call 3-season, meaning they're not a snow tire, but they're great in the wet, they're great in the dry, so they work everywhere. Now, if you're going to go on the road with something like this, you definitely want to know you can have a big trunk. This thing has a full-size trunk. Fit 2 or 3 bags, probably 4 bags if you pack them right.
It actually fits 4 sets of golf clubs in there, I can tell you that
there you go. Sure. There you go. We are in Phoenix.
so it's there.
Yes.
Enough space.
Yeah, we're talking about, you know, golf for sure. And if you look here, you got a one-piece spoiler that accents the rear just like the one in the front does. But, you know, as I look around here, the first thing that I noticed when I drove in was the fact that you have so much inventory. And we're sitting right here. You've got Ram trucks, and you've got some Durango Durango SUVs there too. So if you're not into a hot rod, you guys have it for all, right?
Absolutely. In fact, we've been really blessed and fortunate with everything that's happened over this last year or so. We have plenty of inventory regardless of trucks, Durangos, Chargers, Challengers, heavy duties, you name it, we got it. In fact, we even have the Durango here, which again, we have some of the most in the valley. The manufacturer does have great incentives on these right now. They actually have 72 months financing at 3.9%.
Wow.
I know with the Federal Reserve keep breaking those rates up, that's actually one of the best ways to go.
Yes.
In addition to that, you also have the Ram 1500 crew cab, full crew cab size, right? So it's gonna fit at least 5 passengers. This one specifically is gonna be 6 with a bench seat. So just in case, you know, you were more the family guy, you need more space and whatnot, this doesn't quite work. You have this, the manufacturer's helping us out. They give you 72 months at 2.9% with an additional $4,200 in rebates.
Get down.
Yes,
Okay,
so it's incredible right now, especially with limited inventory. You got it. We have the cars. You got the deals.
You got the incentives. That's right. Larry H. Miller, Dodge Ram, right out here on the PAPAGO Freeway, right where the 10 and the 101 come together. Come on out here and see Charlie. He's going to hook you up, whether you want a hot rod, an SUV, or a truck.
Whatever it is, we're here for you.